Hi, welcome to Yezdi Adventure. In this video, we will learn about an important aspect of the fuel system of Yezdi Adventure, that is fuel pump filter. The fuel pump filter can be easily inspected by removing the fuel cap of the tank and looking onto the left. This can be inspected easily, but for video purpose, I am going to remove the fuel tank and fuel pump for your convenience. So fuel pump has to be removed with a 8 mm socket. These 4 bolts has to be removed. A fuel pump with a clogged fuel filter will not be able to provide enough pressure for the fuel injectors to function properly, which results in not starting the engine and ignition problem. So it might create a problem so that you will be stranded out of nowhere. This is the fuel pump of Yezdi Adventure. That is the fuel filter. The fuel filter has to be replaced every 12,000 kilometers or every third service or bit earlier if it is clogged. So this process is for an emergency. If you find that fuel pump or fuel filter is not working properly, this is how you remove it. It has 2 wires through which the power is supplied to the fuel pump. That has to be removed like this, and there are 2 knobs kind of on the either side. It has to be plugged outside, then we will pull the fuel pump system out. So a tip is, if you happen to get stranded and you found out that fuel filter is the problem, we have to remove like this and remove the fuel pump filter and soak it in the carbon cleaner or petrol so that we will be able to remove a small dirt. This process will help you reach the nearest service station so that you can change the fuel pump filter over there. So in order to avoid those conditions, it is better to inspect regularly and replace the fuel pump filter if it is clogged, as a clogged fuel filter will take you nowhere but just get you stranded. So that is how you put it again. It has a rubber padding and a metal casing on the out to protect the plastic connectors. Instead of removing like this, we can inspect just by removing the fuel cap and looking onto the left. We can see the position of the fuel pump filter, how it looks. Is it necessary to replace or not? In the next part of the video, we will look into the tool that is necessary to remove the spark plug of Yezdi Adventure. Here I remove the ignition coil with 8 mm socket, and I will be removing the spark plug electric connector and clean the debris over there so that it won't enter the spark plug area. The spark plug of Yezdi Adventure is deep inside the engine and it requires a 16 mm socket and a length a little bit larger than 5 inches. Here I bought a 16 mm socket spanner, spark plug spanner, which is 6 inches. So for the better view, I removed the canister. Not for the better view. In order to access the spark plug area, we have to remove the canister with socket 8, 2 bolts. So this is the spark plug spanner I bought. I am unable to insert it inside because of its length. It is around 6 inches. So it is right beneath the frame. This is how deep the spark plug is. So I cut the spanner with an angle grinder just to see whether 16 mm is sufficient enough. as 16 socket is sufficient enough to access the spark plug. So we need to do some customization or buy a deep socket spark plug socket that can be removed with using a ratchets. So it is around 5 inches, but it should be little bit larger than 5 inches. Thank you.